The great post-war rejuvenation of interest in motor racing has led to the birth of a succession of new circuits in Britain. At Oulton Park in Cheshire.
At Oulton Park in Cheshire.
Welcome all to Chasing Times. My name is Abby. Thank you so much for joining me, everyone. You find me at Oulton Park, a circuit I've never been before. I'm a little bit disgusted with myself because I should come here more often, because this is an hour and a half from me and I've never been here before. Sometimes this circuit doesn't come up as often as other circuits with other companies like No Limits or Focus Events or any other company. I think MSV do their own thing here, and it's pretty well organized, really stunning. Staff is amazing, circuits up and down, huge car park, plenty of pits, and the same old thing when you enter any British circuit. Lovely country route, really gets you in the mood to have some fun on the track, and it's all up and down. You know what? I'm comfortable with wheelies on any circuit, but this circuit is on another level. Wheelies galore, right hand wheelies, left hand wheelies. You're on a lean and you're wheeling, you're on the lean, this side you're wheeling. Any crest comes, the bike is, and the wheelies are not like abrupt, they just kind of take you off gently. We'll talk about all that later on, but let's talk about this crazy weather, because I cannot believe, and you got to bear with me here because I've forgotten my gimbal, so there might be a little bit of camera shake. But look at that drizzle. Actually, it's calmed down and I can see some shadows, which means the sun is out. Wow. Let's get out. Let's get out of this car, a very warm car. And yeah, oh my goodness, the sun is out. Finally, oh, it's still drizzling though. Oh my goodness, I'm going to cover my lens. It's still drizzling, but this is quite funny. You normally see a lot of my posts with my tablecloth all the way from Australia on my humble decathlon picnic table. But I had to cover my bike with all the kind of electronic kind of I2M dash and stuff. I thought I'd rather save that. And massive thank you to Cal from MVM Performance. You can actually check his Hyper Motorrad King channel. He has just bought a Hyper Motorrad, so a bit of a plug-in for a good mate of mine. I've done 3 sessions. There's been a drizzle in every session, but not as bad as the end of the session 3, and then this severe drizzling started. But it's gone really warm, which is good news. Sun's come out for the first time, which is good news as well. I'm a bit mucky and not happy because as you can see, this is a cycling top, which is still not bad, but my Alpine Stars inners, which are really breathable and they are amazing, I've kept them somewhere too safe after Cadwell Park. Anyways, let's get on the positive note. Amazing circuit. Session 1 and 2 was just about learning the circuit. So if on the dash you see a weird 2:41, that's a kind of a lap time from a sighting lap, and the I2M is stuck on it. There is fundamentally something wrong with the GPS of my I2M. I mentioned that on every vlog, so I will send this off to Italy to get it looked at. That's why you see all my lap timing done through the Trackday Genius app using the GoPro GPS. We'll talk about that later as well. Welcome back everyone, it's time to show you some laps, and it's going to be a lot of laps. But first of all, welcome to this vlogging suite of mine. This is the room where I do all the editing and also my daytime working room as well. Lately I've found while I'm editing the videos, it's easier for me to decipher and explain things to you and keep the camera in this room rather than my normal vlogging room, which is my front room, and thinking about what happened on a track day. So this is an easier way to explain. Now, one thing I really want you guys to take away from this video, this will be a very track focused, or dare I say lap time oriented video as well, because it's my first time at Oulton Park and I really want to show you how a first timer, ignore the fact that I'm in the fast group, just how a first timer can go from a 2:05 which was a lap time from the first session, which I'm not going to show you. First session is boring, too many sighting laps, and you come in because of a drizzle. So I'm going to show you from session 2 onwards. So session 2, I think, is a 2-minute 3. So from a 2-minute 5 from a session 1 to a 1-minute 51, which I was quite pleased with at the end of the day. That was like the last lap of the last session, that 1-minute 51. So this is what I really want you guys to take away from this. But in the middle of all these laps, I'm going to tell you some moments, important moments, some mistakes, some great overtaking, some people overtook me really well, and a lot of other things. And there was a massive kind of crash which was about to happen with me, which I'm going to tell you later on as well. So stick with me, guys. This is going to be a very track focused, even though I'll show you a lot of drone footage here and there, and I will show you all the bikes later on which were there. But please stick with me in this video. Let's start with session 2, where I am 2-minute 3 and a 2-minute 1, and then we'll chop this lap time down slowly. And so hope you enjoy session 2, and then we'll move on to session 3 pretty quick. Hope you like that one, guys. So I was still learning the track in session 2 really, but session 3, which I'm going to show you now, is where I kind of know the track a bit and really start to chop the time down. I think the first lap I do is a 1 minute 58, then I do a 1 minute 55, and I really start to catch some bikes. So I really hope you enjoyed this one, because this was a very important session, because in the middle of the session it started drizzling pretty bad, and then it started raining pretty bad, and I missed session 4, which was the session just before lunch. And once this session 3 is over, we'll go back to the track and I'll show you some really intriguing lunch footage. But do enjoy session 3, because these are really good 2 laps. I think session 3 was really important. I kind of knew my way around now, but wow, you know, you cannot take any liberties here. I think except for the fast group, the novice and interest group are having red flags galore, red flags everywhere. I'm seeing the Oulton Park trailer round and round, because they are picking bikes left, right, center, and both the ambulances had the blue lights on. So yeah, novice and inters unfortunately are crashing a lot. Fast group, touch wood, has been okay, and I don't want to be the one who's crashing as well. So hopefully we'll go home in one piece, because 3 days later we got Cadwell Park again. But yeah, let's show you some footage from lunch. Welcome back everyone. It's nice and quiet here at Oulton Park. Everyone's having their sandwiches in their motorhomes or garages or caravans. So I thought, why not show you around? Now, Oulton Park is a little bit different, but similar to Cadwell Park in terms of how you go to the racetrack. So now I've put the camera on a gate post because I don't have my gimbal today. So bear with me if there is a bit of a shake. I will try my best to not shake the camera too much. So this is the kind of a bit of an alleyway, I would say, or a bit of an entrance where everyone parks. And then if I turn around, then the wristbands get checked and everyone goes out this way to the racetrack. Now that trailer has been really busy today because there's been loads of red flags in novice and inters group. Let's show you the pit lane. So this is a nice little building here, and there's a lovely little building there in the background. Maybe I can show you in focus, or I'll show you a better angle when I actually reach there. Then you've got a hospitality suite. I think it's called the Old Hill Hospitality Suite, if I'm not wrong. And there's some grandstands here and there. But you know what? It's all up and down. So a lot of people can sit in a lot of grass verges and enjoy their motor racing or bike racing of any form. Yeah, nice and quiet. I always say one thing in my videos: when you can hear birds chirping in the middle of a track day in a racetrack, you know you're in the UK at a stunning country racetrack, and this is one of many, Oulton Park. So let's show you some bikes. How's your track day going?
Oh, we've had a fantastic day. The crowd have been absolutely phenomenal. I think I've got probably 20,000 supporters here today. So I'd really like to thank you all for coming. It's been a wonderful experience for me.
Hi guys, we are from Turkey. Me and my friend, we are champions in Turkey. Well, unfortunately, we are lost in Britain. This British guy is quite fast. Thanks.
But Toprak is fast.
Toprak is fast, yeah.
And he stops properly.
Oh yeah, we love Toprak. Best Turkish rider, really.
Welcome back guys, it's time to show you the session after lunchtime. Now at this point in the video I try to show some historic footage of the racetrack with some music and some montage and stuff like that, but I'm not going to do that in this vlog because I've got so many laps to show you, some really interesting footage. I think I'm going to leave that part for my 8-hour endurance race, which is going to be with no limits at Oulton Park in a few months' time. So I think I'm going to leave that, all that kind of historic stuff for that vlog or that film or that video. So this one I'm going to show you the session after lunch. Unfortunately, this was our first proper red flag. I mean, novice and inters, like I said before, were having too many red flags, but we didn't have. But in this session, even though I've only got a 1:57 and a 2:1, I think, because I was stuck behind a red bike, and it was quite a fun thing to overtake him, but which you'll see. But yeah, unfortunately, only two and a half laps, 3 laps, and then we had to come in. So because of a red flag. So that's all I've got in this session. But hope you enjoy it. Okay guys, welcome back. I wanted to show you a very different bike, and I'm going to do a full video on this bike soon, but I thought I'll record it now, a little bit of a glimpse, and then I'll do a proper video later on. Excuse the shake again, but if you can tell me, if anyone can guess right now what bike this is from this angle, let's take you to another angle. Okay, this is a full carbon fiber body, a carbon bit of a tub. Now you're probably able to guess. This is a Yamaha R1, and this is a full carbon body done by a gentleman who does bike covers. He's actually famous for bike covers, but he's done this bike in full carbon, and he's going to be selling these carbon kits soon. But that's all I'm going to tell you now. That is very, very light, very aerodynamic, very, very aero. It doesn't even need wings. It's got all sorts of kind of things built in. I mean, look at that front mudguard, the way it curves. You know, it's just an absolutely fantastic bike. Honestly, I will do a proper video soon on this, but it's so by coincidence that I came across this bike. And this is all carbon, there's no metal in there. He's done a proper, like a bit of a carbon tub. Okay guys, just waiting for the second last session to start, which is session 6, I reckon. I think it's going to be a 25-minute session because they might give us some time back for the crash earlier, which happened in our session, which was the one and only red flag in 5 sessions, which is pretty good going actually. So now let's show you a bit of the bike. I know I show bits and bobs every time, but a lot of people tell me every time I do a video, they were like, oh, show the bike, show the bike. I've got, really, to be honest, not really have got much to show you. Ignore the rust line on my trailer. I didn't cover it last time, and it rained so much, and unfortunately some rust is weeping for crying for a bath wash, and also some probably an anti-rust coat, which I've actually ordered from Amazon. Anyways, if my mate Gogo is watching, sorry Gogo, I still haven't washed the bike. It's been like 6 track days this year and I haven't washed it yet, and he's going to kill me because he very lovingly looks after my bike during winter, and he also does a lot of track prep. So if anyone wants to get a track prep sorted on their bike, you can contact my good mate Gogo. I'll leave the link in the description. Everything else pretty much the same. Still the good old 360-degree camera, which is okay. It could be lying down, it could be upright, it'll still get all the 360 action. I've just turned the Jenny off so you guys can see the bike. Not much change since last Cadwell Park. I've removed the glossy layer, which was the Melotti Racing Protector impact absorber kind of silica layer, so you guys can see better you know, on video the speed and stuff like that, because my lap time does kilometers per hour deliberately. I prefer that, and here you get miles an hour. Yeah, this is a secondary lap timer. You guys have seen my bike a few times now here and there, but I still haven't on demand. I know a lot of people tell me I still haven't done a video which is showcasing every single upgrade on the bike. To be honest, I will do that 100%. A lot of people ask me what this is. This is a ram mount to mount a camera facing me or facing away. I don't really use that, to be honest. I just rely on simplicity now. One 360 at the back, one Hero 7 GoPro in the front. Yeah, one thing I was quite I think my constand might need a little bit of calibration, because the rear has started to go up a little and the front is nearly touching the ground. So I'm constantly adjusting the constant today. I think some calibration issue has happened, and I need to just get that sorted. Otherwise, everything is still okay. The blipper issue is still there. One thing, I must put the camera on my car for this, because I haven't got a tripod today. Bless. Here we go. Okay, I'm having a bit of an issue with the gearbox. Now I'm very scared and very worried A lot of people who use IRC blipper complain about gearbox issue. I've never had that now for 4 years of using it, but lately I've been having so many blipper issues, and it's my fault completely for not calibrating the blipper with the new extreme component rear sets. Now I'm finding at certain points the bike goes from third to fourth and I have no power, as if it's stuck somewhere in the middle, 3.5 maybe. So it's getting me a little bit worried, but I hope it's not a major issue. Every year I do get my gearbox looked at. You know, just it's got a cassette gearbox. RS34 RFs are amazing. You know, I think it's a very easy unbolting job. You take it out, it's a cassette gearbox. You can replace the gears which are damaged and stuff like that, or maybe a full rebuild. So fingers crossed I don't need a rebuild. Every year I get the valve clearance sorted and the gearbox checked, and obviously full service every 3 track days. So I really hope I don't have a proper gearbox issue, but it is causing me a lot of frustration on the track, especially on the straight when I'm trying to accelerate and I'm kind of stuck in 3.5 gears. But bike is still accelerating, but not as hard as I would like it to be. So somewhere there is an issue. It's been happening for the last 2-3 track days, to be honest, but I don't mention it. You know, I don't like to mention too many issues. Try to be positive all the time. Welcome back, guys. It's time to show you the second last session of the day. Now, if you watch my videos regularly, you know how much I relish the last 2-3 sessions of the day. Unfortunately, the third last session was red flagged, most of it, but the last 2 sessions is where I really want to chop the lap times. Unfortunately, in this second last session, I actually have a lot of good time following a Yamaha R1, a very powerful Yamaha R1, a guy who's really good on straights and coming out of corners, and I'm really good at corner entry, braking and mid corner. So you will see where he's good and where I'm good. But most importantly, I make a few mistakes where I'm enjoying staying behind him so much that I'm exiting the corners in 3rd gear where I should be on 1st or 2nd gear. So huge error on my part, but I've enjoyed those 4-5 laps behind him. But then when I actually pass him, I actually gain 3.5 or 4 seconds straight away. So there was time in there in that session, but I was just having a lot of fun behind this guy, and it is a very long session I'm going to show you now, so please stay with me on this one. You will really enjoy it. At some point I'm quite close to him, but GoPro super wide angle makes it feel like I've touched him or I'm really too close to him. It's not that, it's just a bit of ding dong. So enjoy it. I hope you really like it. So this is the second last session. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed that one. That was a really good ding dong with that Yamaha R1. Okay, it's time to show you the last session of the day. Now this one is very curious. I mean, not only I get a great time, but I was catching some bikes, a group of bikes very quickly, and you will see that in this long footage I'm going to show you, and you have to bear with me. It is long, but you will know why I'm making it so long, because I have a great lap time to start with, but then I get some traffic, but then I get this Ducati guy, I think he was on a Ducati, where he was on the inside line, and just before the corner he comes all the way to the outside line where I am and nearly crashes into me. Now this is something so important. If you are starting YouTube and you really want to show your track footage on YouTube, this is something what you shouldn't do. I could have easily put a thumbnail of this video stating nearly got taken out by another bike, or nearly, or what else, nearly got taken out by a Ducati or something like that. You know, these things happen on a track day. You know, there was no crash in this footage. I'm going to show you the whole footage, so bear with me, but I have to explain this to you. You know, if we had crashed, unfortunately, you know, the situation would be different, but we didn't crash. However, I could see on the 360-degree camera the guy was shaking his head, but according to me it was more of a little bit of his fault that he came across so much. But I don't tend to say whose fault it is and stuff on videos. I'm a very kind of calm and collected person. I don't really make a big deal out of these things. However, like I said before, if you are starting on YouTube, you know, these things can happen, but don't try to, I don't know, gain views or gain attention out of situations like this. When something close happens, or make a thumbnail out of it. This is a great lesson for someone starting on YouTube. Just take it in your stride and just enjoy your track days. If stuff like this happens, if you have a contact with someone, go to him, speak to him, give him a hug and stuff, and things go okay. But stuff like this happens, and you gotta be a bit of a brave heart to kind of swallow this pill, you know, and move on from these kind of close incidents. I mean, we nearly crashed, but we didn't. Then I had to take evasive action and stuff like this. But he must have thought it was my fault for being on the outside. But I was really on the edge of the track, which I can show you on a photo. But it is what it is. It was fun. It was great. But the next lap off straight away, I did a 1:51, and then that was the second last lap of the day, or last lap of the day. So that was pretty good. So hope you enjoy this last session of the day, and then I will end this video later on. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed that one. Thank you for staying with me in this long video, and I really kind of hope you understood what I was explaining to you earlier with that red Ducati, which was very close to me and stuff like that. I never try to make a big deal out of these things, and I really kind of take these things in my stride. But I just thank you guys for spending your quality time watching my long videos. I really hope you got something out of it, even if it's entertainment value. You know, thank you guys for following me and supporting me. Please do like this video, because when you like a video, more like-minded people get this video recommended on their YouTube timeline. And do subscribe and leave a comment if you like it or you don't like it. Thank you guys. Thank you very much. Look after yourself. Take care.